version uses the term follow. And when we hear follow, we may automatically think follow. Most of us, we want to be leaders, we don't want to be followers. So that term kind of takes it away, but the translation, the biblical translation for that word follow means to aggressively pursue. But before we go there, there are three things we need to watch. We need to understand what that follow means. We need to understand what that peace is talking about and what holiness is. Hey Lord, Wasco always digging up. So we're gonna talk about following, we're gonna talk about the peace, and we're gonna talk about the holiness. And as I was saying earlier, that follow really meant to aggressively pursue. To aggressively pursue. The Greek translation of that word means to aggressively pursue, to aggressively go after. And what the writer is saying is, it is our duty, if we want to see God, because the ending of that verse says, without it, it is impossible to see God. It is our duty and our responsibility, to aggressively pursue peace and holiness if we really want to see the face of God. And think about that time and space where you are at your most calm nature, where you feel so relaxed, you feel as though there are no troubles in your mind, troubles in your world, trouble in your world, trouble in your life. That is the kind of peace that we must pursue with all men, where there is no conflict, where there are no unresolved issues. And this is what God is requiring of us, that we must live our life so intentional that we are in love with man, that there are no unresolved conflicts that can cause our relationship with God to be a stumbling block. Follow peace aggressively, pursue this level of peace with all men. You know, sometimes we live our life and we're not dealing with this one and we're not dealing with that one. Reality check, baby. God is not pleased with that. Reality check. That is something that can prevent you from seeing God's face, because you are not at peace with all men. And then it goes on to say holiness, without which it is impossible. Without which it is impossible to see the Lord. Holiness. Holiness is where we are totally set apart. You forget to drive in. Holiness is where we are totally set apart, free, without sin, full of righteousness, full up with the fruit of the Spirit: love, joy, peace, self-control, goodness, kindness, gentleness. Holiness. God is calling us, his children, unto holiness and unto peace with all men. And you know, I just felt like talking about it because it's something that we take for granted. You know, I really ain't feeling for shit. I can't deal with that one. Hey, watch that drive you going and put on there, my boy. You're not dealing with this family member. You're not dealing with this co-worker because you don't like their attitude, or you all had a little falling out and I staying away. Within yourself, are you at peace? And you know, sometimes we say, I can forgive, but I don't have to deal with you. But when you see the person, are you at peace? You are not at peace. And the Bible tells us, pursue, aggressively pursue, follow after, seek peace with all men and holiness. And there's a connection there, because let me tell you, if when you see somebody, all manner of evil thoughts come into your mind, you are not set apart. Sin sin is still raging in your hearts. So people, the end is drawing near. Christ is coming soon. And I don't want to know that my friends, my family members, the people that I care about the most, you know, that all, or even myself, because I have to talk to myself first before I talk to any of you all that's listening or watching this video. I don't want to know that we do all of this for God. We live right, we give, we serve Him, we in church all the time. But then in the final analysis, God has to tell us, you wasn't at peace with all men and you wasn't living a holy life. That's my encouragement to you today, guys. You're watching Germine vlogs. Don't forget to like, leave a little comment in the comment section down below, and of course, if you're new to the channel, welcome. It's good to have you here with us. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell so that you'd always be notified when we send up something. And if you don't remember anything, just remember, pursue peace with all men. Hebrews chapter 12, I think is verse 21, it says, do not be overcome by the evil, but overcome evil with good. So as you pursue peace, in your quest to pursue peace, don't be overcome by the evil things that are being done, but overcome that evil by doing good. Kill them with kindness, kill them with love. Overcome evil by doing good, in order to pursue peace with all men and holiness, without which it is impossible to please God. Have a good one, and as we like to say, respect and manners.